watching my channel. If you like this video, don't forget to share, comment, subscribe. And I'll try to put also my PayPal link in the comment section below. Let's get into it. George Kambosos will be facing Devin Haney this coming weekend for the undisputed lightweight championship of the world. We pay no attention to Paulie Malignaggi and his stupidity. Devin Haney is the WBC champion, and George Kambosos is the WBA, IBF, and WBO champion. Shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV. And as much as I like Pro Box TV, there's some things that are just really retarded that we're not going to go into, considering statements that certain people are saying. Now, with respect to Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis has only won 2 legitimate titles that I really pay attention to. Actually 3. The IBF Super Featherweight title, the WBA Super Featherweight title, which he won on 2 occasions. Against the Argentinian kid who was at featherweight, who just fought Abner Maris, and then against Leo Santa Cruz. The other titles, I do not consider them as world championships. They are secondary titles, and therefore, as much as he has moved through multiple weight classes and fought reputable guys in those weight classes for those titles, I've never really seen him. I never really considered him a world titleist at those other divisions. Speaking as a purist. Now, having said that, let's talk about what you see there. The title says, to be the best, you have to beat the best. Now, across the board, many people say because of the last performance that Gervonta put on, where he knocked out Rolly Romero, people are saying that Gervonta Davis is the best lightweight out there. I was listening to somebody as they were doing their rankings. I can't remember who it was. And they were putting Gervonta Davis ahead of Lomachenko and ahead of Haney and ahead of many other fighters. And I even put him ahead of Haney and so on. But to be truthful, and I've said this time and time again, I put him ahead of Haney only because of his star power and all of that. Not necessarily because, I mean, he has more experience than them all. But I don't know if he's the best lightweight out there. You have to pair them up, match them up, and then we'll know. Here's what I'll say about Devin Haney. Devin Haney is on the route that you're supposed to go. Purists would love this. And so I hope that many purists who talk about, you must be the best of the division and all this bullshit, I do hope that many of those purists tune in to Haney versus Kambosos. Because this is what Haney wanted. He wanted to be undisputed. So if you guys are saying that Tank versus Rolly Romero was a bullshit fight, then put your money where your mouth is and tune in big numbers on ESPN to see Haney versus Kambosos. Show us. Don't just run your mouth. Otherwise, you're just a damn hater out there. So, Rolly Romero versus Tank filled up the Barclays. Let's hope Kambosos versus Haney will fill up the Australia Arena. And it better, because they don't have these kinds of events in Australia, every day. Not like America. Okay, so back to the box. So, very quickly, Gervonta Tank Davis is definitely, he's becoming more and more box office star. All right, they're going after the money. They're not necessarily going after the names. That is the big fighters for the big fights. Devin Haney is going after the names. He's been calling out everybody. Nobody wanted to face him. Kambosos didn't really want to face him, but he ends up facing him. Now, to be the best in the division, I can't put Tank over the undisputed champion. I won't do that in any division, right? We said Teofimo Lopez was the best lightweight in the division because he had the hardware. We supposed to put Kambosos, no matter how good a fighter he is, we're supposed to put Kambosos as the best lightweight in the division because he's got most of the hardware. Okay, that's how it works. Devin Haney has the WBC championship, but he's not lineal champion or anything. So Devin Haney and Kambosos going to settle who is the top dog in the division in terms of who's the best lightweight in the division. That's what they're going to do. Tank has not done that. Tank did not go that route. He's a great attraction. He's a cash cow at the division. But there's no evidence to show, at least in terms of resume, that he is the best lightweight in the division. You can't say that. Now, this is the unfair part. People are going to say, well, Devin Haney, he's not the best lightweight. And they're going to say that constantly. I've heard them talking over and over on different platforms. Devin Haney and Kambosos, the winner, is not going to be the best lightweight in the division. Oh, fuck yes, they are. They're the champion. And they're the real champion of the division because they're the only champion. If you want to be the best, then what you got to do? Beat the best. So until you beat them, they will be the best lightweight in the division. Whoever wins this. Okay? That's the way how it works. So the hardware is what determines it. Now, I don't care what Leonard Ellaby says. I don't care what any of y'all out there say. Whether y'all feel Tank would knock out Devin. Talk is cheap. Show me. Show me you can do it. Okay? So if Devin Haney beats George Kambosos, I'm not going to go strong and say when he does, because anything's possible in boxing. But if Devin Haney beats George Kambosos, okay, he will have all the hardware, right? And when he does have all the hardware, then he is the number one lightweight in the division. He will be also the lineal champion at the same time. He will be the lineal champion. He will be the number one lightweight. He will also be the first undisputed four-belt lightweight. He'll also be the youngest four-belt undisputed champion in the four-belt era. Okay? All of these things he will do. So there'll be history in the making. But, more importantly, he is the best lightweight in the lightweight division. Nobody else will be better than him. So, and this is very important to understand. Okay? You can't take a guy who has not faced any of these top dogs. Okay? And when I say top dogs, I'm specifically speaking of Devin Haney or George Kambosos, the titleists. The ones who have the world titles in. You can't say that you are the best and you haven't faced the best. So there's no way I can give Gervonta Davis and say he's the best lightweight out there and he hasn't faced the best lightweights. It just don't make no sense. I don't care how spectacular his knockouts are. To be the best, you got to beat the best. You ain't the best if you ain't beat the best. I don't care if you're making the most money. You ain't the best until you beat the best. This is what you need. I'm going to catch you guys later. That's the route Devin Haney went. This is the route. If he becomes undisputed champion, he is the best lightweight out there. Period. You want to be the best lightweight out there? You got to go get him. You got to go get those belts. Otherwise, you are not the best lightweight out there. I'm going to catch you guys later on what you need. Peace.